account up. I'm going to do a zero to a million challenge. I'm going to try to get us to $2 million. The big thing is we have to put money in. So my goal is to only put $2,000 in, run it up, and then once we can pull the 2,000 out, we will do that. So we have to put something. I'm going to try to get to 2,000, whether that's like $100 a week, a month, 500 on my payday, whatever I can do to get to that 2,000. That's like the main marker. I'm going to be using margins, and I understand margins are a little risky. So here's what's in the portfolio now. I think I showed this yesterday at like the portfolio current price. Not yesterday, but at the beginning. I recorded it on Sunday to put it into the beginning of this video just to show you what we have and what we're going to be doing. So first we're going to be selling options. That's all I want to do. Just sell options. So we have $669. So essentially we have all that. Maybe a dollar or two missing in buying power. 668. Okay, so yeah. I do want to stick some money into these cryptocurrencies, into some stocks, maybe like $1 a day until we can really start running it up and have some compound interest to also help out in this. But primarily, our goal is sell options. I'm looking right here today at this, looking at selling a put. So we're gonna get $3 for this $6 option here, and we're gonna do 0.03. But let's see. So after our low fee, 297, boom, filled instantly. So we got that filled. That gives us $3 instantly into our buying power, but we're not going to use that yet. Well, we are kind of. So like I said, every day I want to put a dollar into something. Right now, our smallest cryptocurrency is currently Bitcoin. So we'll throw a dollar into there. We're in for like 7 cents so far. That's just our starting point. Throw a dollar in here and I think some cryptos will be good in the future. And then for down here, we're going to start investing into these things slowly one at a time. Or we'll start with the cheapest. Let's just go fuel cell. We'll throw a dollar into it. And boom. So my goal is I have a list here of 110 weekly options I want to look at. The goal is to really use QQQ and SPY, but we got to get up to like 50,000, 44,000, 52,000. So that's the goal here. All these other ones, if we get to them slowly buying, they're a little bit riskier. That's why I like Rig. Rig doesn't fluctuate anything crazy and has predominantly been on an uphill trend, even though it was up to, what was it? Back here, I think this is what I'm trying to look at, like $5. One point back in August, it was up to 8, so it's got some high potential to still move up that high. These low dips, but as you 2008, but since then it came down slowly and it's just kind of been, so let's say 20 around the $6 mark. I've been watching this thing for like 3 years, 4 years since 2020, so 4 years, hanging around that $6 mark, $3 mark. It pays this week. As we earn more money, we will soon be able to make plays that will be a little bit, but try to get us closer to like a 1% return. That's a little bit more than 0.5%. So the goal is 1% per week. This week we're at 0.5%. That's fine. That's just kind of what we got to do with limited options. But as we make more money, as you can see, the stocks we're watching here should make us quite a bit more and a little more consistently, especially once we get to like that $10,000 range. That's going to be like almost guaranteed because there's plenty of stocks in this range that will be almost a get guaranteed to get that 1%. So I'm looking forward. I want to get to Apple. Well, yeah, Apple is like my next big goal. I need to look here and see which other ones pay. Like, what's our next milestone? And that gives us the $20 range, so probably up to Walgreens and down. Um, but by Apple, all these currently have weekly options. You can, well, I've gone through and verified and organized them to make sure that that was accurate. And these are what we're going to be using to mostly grow this account. I do want to add a little bit into these stocks to build a portfolio that can create truly passive income by just collecting some dividends. I know we bought fuel cell. Fuel cell doesn't pay a dividend, but we'll be fine with that now. It's a decent growth stock. I think for the long future. Don't think in like a year or two you're going to be making money. It had a huge run up with the whole EV car hype, and it's come down since then. So I think it's a good buying point for me personally. I do have monthly option stocks. We're not going to be looking into these so flexibility weekly. And the reason I like weekly, we and the next following week we can try to find or we can guarantee ourselves that big uh, 1 to 1.5% return, especially around earnings. Earnings can bring in like close to 2.5%. So like I said, our average we want is a 0.5%, but with that, we're not stuck on it has to be 1%. We want our average to be 1%. This week we got a half. Next week we might get 1.25. But over the next year we want to get it about 1%, and that would really, really help this account grow, be on track, make the money we need. I think monthly options. I think it's a little too long for you to be able to capitalize on that. So I do have some here just because these are good dividend stocks that I was investing in at one point. But we're really looking at the weekly options. We'll probably never do like Abco because you would need $135,000, and Via probably not, Meta possibly, Netflix possibly. But my goal is I just kind of want to do, yeah, see, like this is over 1% easily. I want to do like the daily options on SPY. I think that like if you do an option as daily and 1% in a day, but throughout the week, you'll get 130, say $100 each day, 5 days a week. That's $500. That's about 1-ish%. So that's the goal. That's where I want to get for this account. This account in the long run has made some money. It's been my play account. They were down $1.05 just because we sold this until once it gets closer to expiring, we'll be good. Um, down like 20 cents last week. I'd made some crazy trades trying to learn some new stuff, and it just lost me. 1 month, as you can see, we're up 1%, $8. Uh, we're up another 3.5%. Year to date, we're up 3.5. 1 year, we're up 0.6. All time, it doesn't give a percentage, but I made a total of 2,000 in this account. Why should you listen to me? You shouldn't. I'm some random guy into this is for entertainment purposes. Like I said, I want to do a $0 to $1 million challenge. I get it. We're not starting at zero. I put in 650. So technically, we're up like $18 right now. But 69. That way, I can keep track and we can pull out the 2,000 once it's the portfolio amount to pull that 2,000 out, and it would, technically we would have put in $0. We got to start somewhere. You can't start trading stocks for 100% free, especially options. You need a couple $100. 2,000 is the goal. Hopefully, we get there. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and we'll be back with an update.